Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. I'm your host, Mikey. Next video in the series, we're going to learn on how to transition ourselves back to a corner to corner. So if you wanted to flatten out your edges and then come back to the corner to corner, we can do that based on the other video I just showed you. This is where I finished off. I'm going to turn my work and I'm going to show you how to transition back to the corner to corner. And it's really quite easy. Well, I say that now after I spent hours on it, but let's show you how that's done next. I'm just going to start with a fresh yarn so that you can see where the stitches are going to go. So I'm going to go into the top of the last stitch and we're going to transition ourselves back to a corner to corner. So just attach yourself with a slip stitch. Or you can use the same color yarn and just begin. So to begin, you're going to chain one and you are going to then put a single crochet into the top of the first stitch. You're now going to chain three, 1, 2, 3, and in the very next stitch, I need you to place in 3 double crochet so that we can emulate what this looks like. So 3 double crochet into the next stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. You're going to skip 2 stitches and go to the third one for a single crochet, so it forces that box to lean over very much like these. And then you're going to begin again. So you'll chain up 3, so 1, 2, 3, go to your next stitch and place in 3 double crochet. Skip 2 and single crochet the third one away. This is all you're going to do across your row. So chain 3, 3 double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 2, single crochet in the next. Chain 3, 3 double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 2, single crochet the next. I'm just going to stick it out with you, going all the way across the row in the same manner. This one was a bit of a hard challenge for me to get it to go back to the corner to corner, but it actually worked itself out quite nicely. Okay, and then you were going to then work your way across. So chain 3. Skip the next one. Sorry, not skip the next one. 3 double crochet in the next. Skip 2 and go into the top of the first double crochet you created with a single crochet. So you should have the same number of boxes as you did down here. So we have 1 box, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to turn our work and begin the process now of going back towards doing the point once again. To begin doing the point, it's just like now we just got to treat it like a regular corner to corner and we're going to come back in. So we're in the wrong spot right now, just how we would be on an edge of a corner to corner when we're doing a decrease. And I want you to slip stitch across the tops of the stitches. Okay, and I want you to slip stitch not into a chain 3 space, but into the top of the chain to anchor it to prevent it from changing shape. You are now going to chain 3 and begin your process of corner to corner like you know it. So chain 3, 3 double crochet into the chain 3 space. So the last row got us reestablished for those spaces that are typically used. And then you skip on over and slip stitch into the chain 3 space to pull it over. Chain 3 and 3 double crochet. So this is just regular C to C work now. If you're familiar with C to C, meaning corner to corner, then you know what you're doing at this point. So I'm going to get myself almost all the way across, and I'll show you how I will finish it so that we can keep the transitioning going to end up in a point. So I'm just going to finish this final box. So you're just going to chain 3 and 3 double crochet into the last chain 3 space that was there. And I like to anchor, meaning I don't like to go into a chain 3 space. When I anchor, I go into a top of a chain 3 on an edge so that I can keep that edge nice and flat. And therefore I can turn my work, and we should actually now have one less box. So we had 6 here, now we have 5. Next time we do it, we're gonna have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's show you how a new row will start, and then you can make your way to the corner. To start a new row, you're just going to slip stitch across the tops of the stitches and into the top of the chain, not to a space, to keep it from shrinking and making a weird shape. So usually we're always taught to put it in this chain 3, but it makes it collapse. So you're going to chain 3 and 3 double crochet into the same space. 1, 2, and 3. And then come on in to the chain 3 space, slip stitch, and chain 3, and do this to the other side. I'll see you closer to the last box of the row in just a moment. Okay, so I chain 3 and 3 double crochet into that space, and then I slip stitch it to the top of the chain to anchor it into position so it doesn't move around to create a weird shape. And now there's 4 boxes instead of 5. So to start a new one, just turn, slip stitch across the tops and into the top of the turning chain, that chain 3. Okay, and then chain 3 and fill in those spots. So 3 double crochet in each. Okay, I'm gonna have you just keep going back and forth until you get to the point. You may have a bigger sample than me, and I will see you close to the end of the point next. So I'll do the next few rows on my own. I'll be right back. I'm doing my final point box. So in this video, you learned how to get yourself back into a corner to corner configuration after you've come out of it already in the previous video. And we learned our way to get ourselves back into a corner to corner position. So it's about that first row that reconnects the other stitches that you may have created, and to have the proper stitch counts to do that. So I always anchor it, and I like to finish it not right here, but turn it over, and I just like to slip stitch myself to the point and right into the anchor. So this will give you options that I saw in my dream of being able to transition then from a regular crochet stitch here back into here when we came from a corner to corner in the first place. So we're going to go on to our next video, because what is the question? Maybe you don't want to look like this. Maybe you actually want to go straight on up using corner to corner, but without showing that you're changing the stitches at all. And we're going to be exploring that in the next episode.